All right. Hello, hello. Guess what time it is? It's
I'm
time
guessing
for
it's time for the Black Belt Newscast.
Yes, it is. It is Friday. It's 1:45 on September 12th, 2025. We're a little late because I was at the UWA induction for their new president. So it took me a little while to get back from Livingston, but very excited. We'll talk about that in a minute. I am Cindy and I am in Marengo County.
I'm Todd. I'm in Dallas County.
All right. We're kind of all over the place. I know Selma struggled yesterday with no internet all day. I've had that in Demopolis a few times myself.
Yeah. Thankfully, they got that solved, and they came on earlier than they said it would. Amen. Thank heaven.
Yeah. Rough day for a lot of folks. And that's kind of what it's like being in the Black Belt, right? We don't have a lot of options.
Yeah, and I think it was rougher for like my youngest son, who spends his whole day talking to friends and playing games online after he goes to school online.
We need it. So
exactly. Online, everything.
At the mercy. All right, y'all. All of our stories come from blackbeltnewsnetwork.com.
Speaking of online,
just here in the last few weeks, we have merged with our Selma Sun print paper so that the Black Belt News Network is all in on digital news for you guys. There is no paywall. So we actually got rid of our subscriptions. You can still see the e-editions from the Selma Sun. There's still a button for e-editions. But now we are a full Black Belt News Network agency. We are a nonprofit, so you can donate at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. You'll be asked a couple of times. And that is how we're going to do this no paywall thing, especially without our paper, without any of the advertising or legal notices there. It is how we are going to be operating. But we are here for you. We are a platform for the community. Our mission is to make sure that news and information and resources are available to our Black Belt residents, because we are an underserved market in many, many ways. We want to make sure that everyone is served with the information and resources that you need. We've got a calendar that is very robust under lifestyle, and it has what you might want to do in the Black Belt or surrounding the Black Belt. But also, if you need help, if you need food giveaway days are listed in there. If you need water, there's water filtration days that are listed in there when those happen in our different communities. And you can send your news to us at news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. One of our favorite parts about what we do and the bloodline and the backbone of our business is that we are community supported. And you guys write for us. You send us news, you send us photos, and we will pay you for it if you want to be a community correspondent. So send me an email if you think you might want to do some writing for us. And also sign up for our daily newsletter. I've added a bunch of ways to get into how to sign up for our newsletter at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. I even added a new sign up page. It does ask you if you're a robot for a second. Just let it be. It doesn't want fake emails. We want to get to you, the real person that's in need of knowing what's going on in your community, Black Belt.
Poor Chewbacca and R2D2. Golly.
I know, they're just, and C3PO, they're just going to have to come find me in a different way.
Yeah, they're all left out. Yeah.
They don't look at his face, though.
Yeah, well, maybe Data can get past, but we'll see.
Yes, Data can definitely get in there.
We sound like geeks, don't we? I want to remind everybody, too, that if you have a story you want to let us know about, that same email. Let us know about the stories. If you don't feel like writing, you can send your information and your pictures to us.
All right. So I had a really great morning, a beautiful day at the University of West Alabama in Livingston. It's only 30 minutes from me, and I've actually been going to a church there lately, so I'm kind of liking Sumter County. I got to be president today. This is the 13th president. This is Todd Fritsch, Dr. Todd Fritsch, and neat guy. They did the ceremony. Here we go. There he is with marching down the aisle with faculty and board members. That's his wife right there in the black dress. And really neat guy. he's coming to us from Florida, but he's also been at a couple other universities. He's a geology guy. He likes rocks. But he got
I need to meet him.
I know, it's pretty neat. And I haven't had a chance to write the story yet, but one of the things that I really like, he gave me a rundown of what he's from rural Michigan. And what he liked when he came to interview last fall was he came to campus, was like, hey, this is a lot like where I grew up in Michigan. It doesn't snow, but it's very similar. So he appreciates the idea of economic development and the role that the president plays on a campus that is in a rural market like this. Yeah. And he talked about the growth plans. They're going to be building a new student union.
Oh, wow.
They're going to renovate the current one and they're going to add a fitness part to it and an outdoor pool. His wife used to be a director of a YMCA and has worked on a partnership for them with the Tuscaloosa YMCA. See, there he is taking the oath. That's President Joseph Brown, who works for Alabama Power. He is the board of trustees chair. They have passed a new strategic plan, a 10-year plan, and there's a lot of growth, and so enrollment has increased. They want to work on more residential options, so keeping some more kids on campus. Right now they've got like 850, but they'd like to get to 1,200 on campus. There's a new wood pellet plant that is coming to Sumter County, where a lot of the off-campus housing has been taken up. So they're seeing this challenge on trying to help keep more of the upperclassmen on campus. There's some construction coming, and a lot of different plans for enrollment growth, the student union, the swim lessons, and the swimming pool. So it was a really they're adding women's flag football.
Oh, cool.
Which will be an NCAA sport, a collegiate sport. And they're looking at maybe doing a bass fishing team.
Oh, now there you go.
Yeah, they want to grow the marching band, the band program, the music program. It's currently not its own program. Music is included in others, but and it was eliminated not that long ago, but they want to work on more creative arts program.
Oh, they do.
And it sounds really cool, all the growth. I will be going through my notes later today and putting up a story, but
I have heard that
time on UWA campus lately.
I have heard that folks named Todd are pretty darn cool, so I bet good things are going to be happening.
It's going to be good because his name is Todd.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh no, it's going to be really. We're excited about partnering more with UWA in the future, and I heard several times from speakers, and calling this they want it to be a relevant rural university, regional university, like what we do, right? Rural, regional, and education program for rural. He wants to look at ag business, so similar to what Auburn offers, perhaps, and also forestry is a biggie because timber is big in this part.
And that is one of the biggest forested areas, and the Black Belt has more forest than most of the rest of the country. It's huge, so that is a big industry in this area. It's interesting too to see that West Alabama is growing with education. You got the School of the Healthcare High School and Demopolis, and now UAW is expanding and growing. So that's really cool.
Yeah, he's 53, so I consider that young.
He's just a baby compared to me.
He's just a baby, right? But he's got a lot of energy, and it seems like the faculty and the community are going to get behind him and support it. And excited to see what happens next, because it's important for us to have this option in the Black Belt. I know because I had a kid graduate last year, and I have several friends who are sending their kids there that are enjoying the smaller size but still a university atmosphere.
Right.
All right. I grew up in Tuscaloosa, so I know what a university town looks
What university are you talking about?
It's a little different, but not everybody wants to go to a giant school like Alabama.
No.
So, yep, it's exciting. It's the Black Belts University.
That's right.
All right, let's switch over to Selma Schools.
Yeah,
I'm the president of Selma Rotary Club, as you guys probably know. I'm in my second year, which is a long story. It's supposed to just be one. But we had our speaker, every year I like to bring in the superintendents of our school districts. And the Selma superintendent spoke to us. And he, David Scott, which we've done some personal one-on-one interviews with him. And one of the things he brought up was their enrollment drop of 20%. Revenue has also dropped quite a bit in the last really 5 years. So they're talking about right-sizing schools in the future. They're also in a strategic plan. So here is the discussion is between, this is Sophia P. Kingston and the other school that are close to 100 kids at the school. The other one is Clark, which is across from GWC Homes. And both of them are capable of holding a whole lot more kids. But, population has shifted. So the discussion is soon. It hasn't happened yet, but they are talking about, the possibility of combining schools. Also with School of Discovery, this is Clark, and it's a sweet school. I've been there a couple of times. Clark is a really great school. I think this one is the one that can fit like up to 500 students, but they only have like right at 100. So the School of Discovery is about to reopen the brand new campus, $17 million project. And one of the discussions is that it would bring in 4th through 6th grade or 4th and 5th grade, which would pull more kids from those two schools that are already lower in their enrollment. So check out the story that I did at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. It's under education. It's also under news and News Dallas County. That's where you can find a little more information if you want it about where they are in also, the loss of their revenue is because they had quite a bit coming in from federal dollars that were not renewable federal dollars. So some of it was they just had a really good high for a little while. But even if you took that out, the district is still about $2 million less than they were in revenue 2 years ago. So, it wouldn't hurt for the community to do a little discussion about Dallas County schools and merging Selma City schools, because they are also struggling with enrollment drop and they are under a state takeover.
Well, that's one of the things in the interview we spoke with the new Dallas County superintendent, Dr. Jones, and he mentioned that attendance is his first thing because state money, attendance, especially in the first 20 days of the school year after Labor Day, that determines the state funding, and that is all important. So, and that's not just Dallas County, that's city schools as well.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Now, reminder, we can answer you guys if you have any questions or comments you want to make on whatever platform you're on. I can see them while we're talking. Okay, so that one is really interesting process going on there. Tell us about Edistone. Hotel. There is big news this week about restoration of something very special and historic.
Yes. The Conservation Fund announced Wednesday that they're going to step in and help protect the historic Edistone Hotel, which is on Water Avenue in Selma. And it is it's historic for a number of reasons. Not only is it a contemporary with the St. James, it was built in 1855, and it has been a location for a number of events, and a number of people stayed there over the years, and some of them, big names. But that site that the hotel is built upon is the site of one of the largest slave trading auction sites in the South. And then after the Edistone was established and after the Civil War, the office for the Freedmen's Bureau was located right there in the Edistone. So it went from a slave trade to actually helping the freed slaves after the Civil War, all in that same site. That in itself, not to mention the fact that the hotel is a historic building in and of its own right. So it's a great thing, I think, to see the Conservation Fund stepping in. And they are a group that, if you haven't heard of them, they started out mainly as conserving, as a natural, environmental conservation, but they also want to help sustainable economies and help. What's the word I'm looking for? Help communities to renovate, rejuvenate, and this is one of the ways they do it is by helping with buildings, historic buildings that have a lot of significance in the community, and the Edistone's one of them. So it'll be interesting to see where the Conservation Fund goes with this. And hopefully it's going to be something that'll be a new.
Well, it's on Water Avenue. There's a lot going on Water Avenue.
There's a lot going on Water. And, we had spoken about, Cindy, I actually talked to the real estate agent who bought the buildings, the old Tepper and the old Civil Rights Museum. They, at this point, have not got anything that they've made public as to what they're going to do with them, but they're formulating plans as we speak. And of course, we've had stories that are up online right now about the Harmony Club and the other building. Escapes my mind right now because I'm old, but there's a lot of development on Water Avenue, and so seeing how that's going to be continued in the future is going to be really interesting, especially once we get through the elections and all. So,
yes. All right. Thank you for sharing that one.
That's exciting stuff.
Let's stay on Water Avenue for a minute.
Okay.
Because Selma Riverfront project is moving forward.
Yeah.
This is kind of neat. So this video is from May, I believe. So not too different. So the city council approved a contract of $127,000 that's going to be providing preliminary design of a walkway that will go along an elevated bank that runs parallel to Water Avenue. And this was first proposed by Mayor George Evans.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is to bring economic benefits to the city, especially on this part of the city, and maybe ideas of having charter boat options with this river dock, similar to what Montgomery's Riverwalk does. And so there's a grant. They also agreed to accept a grant of $256,000 that will. It's with the HUD, and it's gonna. That's separate. But when it comes to having this project on the riverfront, this one is supposed to also have a. That's the amphitheater. It is supposed to also have a conference center where you have breakout meetings, and the dream is to have a hotel that's attached to that to keep people here so that when they come to conference space or to come for civil rights events, that they have somewhere to stay. Unfortunately, it's not that far from St. James that struggled with its hotel. So maybe pairing it together with a conference center where you'd be booking conferences would make that a successful project. Maybe
the St. James, like you say,
reopen.
Yeah, and maybe we get it reopened, and then the Edistone could, with that new news, maybe that would help to entice people and entice development in the Edistone, and we could have, the two hotels and conferences and entertainment district and whatnot to help bring people here, and as you say, stay here for a little while.
That's right. So you've got some county commission news to share.
Yeah, the Dallas County and the Perry County, the Dallas County Commission Monday, September 8th, their regular meeting. The main thing they did was pass the budget, and folks in Dallas County will be glad to know that the budget has been balanced. It is a large budget. It is a total of $84 million. I had it right in front of me, and I moved my daggum computer. And $34.8 million. There we go. So a big budget that is balanced, and Judge Nunn, Jimmy Nunn, who was the president of the commission, commended Ms. Barbara Harrell and the accountant for making sure that everything was balanced and everything was good. So that was done. There was also some folks were honored. The volleyball team of Wallace College was honored. They helped Vivian Rogers with a dental clinic. So that was that happened, and also the commission called this Chiari Month for a condition that affects the brain, and in Dallas County we are commending that. Now we can move over to Perry County. Perry County Commission has decided that they're going to have a written policy for firearms in the courthouse. Their insurance company asked for the policy. There was none. So they made a policy that basically it says nobody can have firearms in the courthouse except for trained law enforcement who are certified by the sheriff. And they also passed their capital outlay budget, which includes some improvements to a number of the buildings, such as we got right here, the $120,000 for the landfill, $175,000 for capital improvement, for also at the landfill, $400,000 for some courthouse work and the courthouse annex roof. There's a lot of different stuff, and this is one of those stories like with you. I haven't gotten it written completely yet. We just got the rest of the information. So this is one that all the details are going to be posted on our website at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com as soon as the story is finished here and later on this afternoon.
All right. Yeah, we are always working hard for you guys throughout the day, throughout the night, because those are night meetings. We definitely want to make sure we're. If you're at a council meeting or a commission meeting, you don't see us there, let us know, because you could be a community correspondent for us.
That would be good.
It's hard for us to, and my dad is one of our reporters as well, to make all these meetings. Let us know if you'd like to help, because we actually do cover Demopolis City Hall, and they have talked about renovating the fire station. This is Fire Station 1 that's on US 80. Mm-hmm. So this is what it looks like. I stopped and took a picture of it really quick, but I forgot to get video, so you'll just have to deal with it this way. Right. I know, I can't believe I forgot that. But what they're trying to do is tear down the house there on the right that's attached to it. It's been used as living quarters for the on-duty firefighters, but the walls have settled and the roof leaks, and repair is not cost effective. Tear down would be about $20,000. And once it's gone, the city will decide what to do to provide sleeping quarters. And that could mean one proposal was to erect a metal building where it is now, but others really say they want a block structure. So we will keep you posted as they discuss what they're going to do next, because it's about up to 4 firefighters that are in the station during the 24-hour shift. So we'll get back with you guys on when that is approved by the city, but it is being talked about to tear down the little house on the end.
You know, when I lived in Demopolis, Rooster Hall was the fire department.
Yeah, big differences. It's a beautiful property.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
All right, so now we have an election roundup.
All right.
As you guys know, we had the municipal elections was on August 26th, but we have a couple of runoffs coming up. And that includes mostly in Selma. There's a few out there, other communities. Uniontown has a runoff.
They do.
There's a few other runoffs. If you want more details, go to our election hub on our main page. On the homepage, you scroll down a couple of blocks, you'll find our election hub, and it'll let you know who is in the runoffs in your community. But there are 2 forums that we know of. One of them is the Dallas County Democratic Executive Committee. They are hosting a runoff forum on the 17th. Now, remember, the election itself, the runoff is September 23rd, a Tuesday. So this runoff forum gives you a chance to hear back from those that are in the runoff. So already signed up to be in this is Johnny Moss, Charles Bennett. He's running for mayor. Charles Bennett's running for Ward 1. Tim Freet Drain, Ward 5. Ashley Irvin, Ward 6. Atkin Jemison, Ward 6. He's Ward 7. I'll fix that. Brittany Hauser, School Board District 4, and her opponent, which she's challenging Tanya Miles, who is the incumbent for District 4. So check it out. It's going to be at the Carl Morgan Conference Center, 5 o'clock. This is on Washington Street. Mm-hmm. And you can submit questions and comments at a link that we have with the story on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com.
And the other one is going to be September 16th, the day before. It's the Old Town Association is sponsoring a political forum for mayoral candidates. It'll be at 5:30 in the evening, p.m., at McLeod Ave, 622 McLeod Avenue. That's Miss Minnie Sue's cottage. And they'll be set up just outside the cottage in the little Heritage Village area with some tents and whatnot. So that's 5:30 on the 16th at Miss Minnie Sue's cottage on McLeod.
I want to correct. Atkin Jemison is Ward 6.
Yeah.
I was thinking he was against Janie in Ward 7, but Janie won outright. A different one. So
right, exactly. She's
correcting myself. So today's Friday Night Football. It continues to roll through the Black Belt. We have had some really exciting. If you want to see the really good back and forth in AISA, Morgan is undefeated. Wilcox County came in strong and has lost 2 in a row. Wilcox Academy. So check out. There's just a lot of fun stories with a lot going on. Southside is doing amazing, and I have a Southside. So we have been running on our.
Oh, it went really well.
Yeah.
So this is an interview with Coach Charles Moody and some players, and Todd got this at the Black Belt Media Days.
I got a few more of those too that are coming up.
So this one should be live. I need to double check because I've posted so many of them. They all kind of blend in where they're on our YouTube page. I know that this one right here, Breakthrough Charter, is up. And what's exciting about Broncos is that they're a pretty new team. They have not fielded a team until recently. They are, charter school that is kind of new. That's just a little preview, but there is a much longer interview if you want to hear from their coach and players.
Yeah, this is their first year for football.
I knew it was either first or second. We also, one of our correspondents that loves covering football for us, Angela Benjamin, sent this, and this is from the coach for Selma High. They've had promising almost wins, and here's what that coach had to say.
We are here at the Memorial Stadium, and the Selma High Saints just fought a great fight out here on the field, y'all. If you missed it, you better go watch the replay, okay? Because, you better go watch the replay. We are here with the new coach for this year, and Coach, we saw an incredible game by the Saints on the night. It was a hard loss for the fans and for the boys, I'm sure, and for you as a coach. Tell us what happened here, what's the difference between last week, and what can we expect for next week?
Our whole thing is developing a team and a disciplined, accountable team. So that's just been a roadblock, a stepping stone pretty much our whole season. It's not going to be a snap of the finger thing, so we just trying to develop men. So this day, we had to come back after the fight we had last week and take the next step. They came out fast, but we still a lot of undisciplined plays. A lot of heart, but we understand we got to do this all week instead of just trying to do it on Friday.
I love this kind of interview at the end because they're kind of raw. They're tired. They've had a long game. Yes. So that is an example of some of the football coverage that we get, and we can run it throughout the weekend. So check us out. If you don't follow us on Facebook, Selma Sun Newspaper is our biggest account. And I think we're going to merge that one with the Black Belt. Black Belt News Network has its own Facebook page as well, but we want everything runs on both. So follow us on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. It's a great way to keep up with all the Friday night football excitement.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go to the Black Belt Roundup. I know you've got a couple of items.
I do have a couple of things. Next week, September 14th through the 20th, is National Adult Education and Family Literacy Week. And I literally just got this email from Corey Bowie over at Wallace College. He says that there's going to be different events each day. There's going to be Judge Nunn proclaiming the week. That should happen Monday. Tuesday, Becky Nichols' booth, Selma, from the Selma Public Library, is going to have a booth there. Wednesday, there's going to be a tent in the grassy area for National GED Day with free pizza until it runs out. Sounds good.
Oh.
But we're going to have more information. I'm going to get more information from Corey Bowie, and we'll have a complete story, have it in our upcoming events. Let's see, what else do I have to talk about?
Yellowhammer.
Oh, yeah. Next Friday, a week from today, is the first edition of this year's Yellowhammer Theater series. It's going to be Marjorie Prime. It's Friday the 19th, and it will be at Arts Revive. And you can get tickets on what's the ticket thing called? I had it up here too, but it didn't come over. Eventbrite. Man, I need to go drink some memory fluid or something. But yeah, it's on Eventbrite, and that's going to be again at 7:00 at Arts Revive next Friday. I'm excited. I can't wait to go see that, and because I love live theater anyway. The other thing I have is something coming up in October, but I want everybody to put it on their radar, put it on your calendar. October 25th. From 9 to 3 at Dave's Market on Highway 22 in Selma. It's going to be a classic car trunk or treat. Bring your classic car, bring any car, and set up a trunk or treat in the grassy area. And this is for people all over the Black Belt. It's open to anybody who wants to come. The idea is to raise money for Arise Mail to Mentoring, which is an organization trying to help kids at elementary school level not get into trouble, instead of trying to catch kids who have already gotten into trouble, trying to get them early and trying to help them. And most of these kids, they don't have fathers, or their father is absent, and it's a whole family thing. So we're trying to raise some money to help with parental classes, tutoring, and things like that. And this classic car trunk or treat is one way. We're asking for donations. We're also asking for vendors. If you want to be a vendor, then you're welcome to come and sell your wares. And you can send an email to Black Belt News Network. My email address would be the best way, which is todd.bbnn@gmail.com. And I'll be glad to help you out.
Okay.
That's the
I do want
25th.
to share a quick feature that I forgot to mention. This is a really cool story. This is Zakenzie Millhouse, and she had approached the city council asking to bring arts back to Selma. She wants some help from discretionary funds to finance a presentation of her play, Legacy and Lyrics, and she wants to run it in February. We've done a couple of things on her and her efforts to write this play and do other plays, especially while in high school. She's got a budget of $12,000 to do that, and it's kind of a neat idea. I think I've got some video of her at the city council. It takes a lot of guts, right? To ask for $12,000 and say, hey, I got this really great program that I want to bring to the city. So, Yellowhammer is a play option, but this is a playwright. She wrote this.
Cindy, if I remember correctly, she went through the Yellowhammer Summer Theater program and got so inspired and so excited that she began writing her own plays.
It's been a little while.
Yellowhammer does that summer theater with the Edmondites every summer.
That's a big thanks to Valencia Benjamin, one of our community correspondents, that provided that story. And it is on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. You can read more about it. Okay, I wanted to share, we have a sad note that Glenda Curl has passed away. And she is the owner of the Wilcox Progressive Era. And her husband, Hollis, there on the right, he's the one who owned it first, and they had it together. He died many years ago, and then she has been keeping it alive ever since. Mm-hmm. So prayers for the family. She died last week or the week before, and she's been a friend of my family as well. So that's Wilcox County, a few changes there. We're trying to cover you guys as much as we can, and we'll fill the gap if needed. And if you want to help us cover the commission meetings for Wilcox County and City Camden, we had somebody for a little while, but she moved away. So it's tough to keep up, but if you guys want to help us cover the important things going on in Wilcox County, please do help. I'm going to also announce this one right here. Let me get so Edmondites, Edmondite Missions, the Center for Workforce Development, they're having their 4th annual business training and development. It's presented by Hilton Foundation. So they're looking for, I think it's about 40 spots available for culinary arts, skilled trades. So this is where you can learn how to have your own business in pressure washing services, roofing, tree services, the skilled business kinds of things. And they want to help give you the tools to succeed. The classes start September 29th and registration is open. You can use this QR code. It's also it's an ad all over blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. So if you missed this one, go back to that. I have a little post I did about it because Summer Sturdivant with her vegan cinnamon rolls, she came to the program, and that's how she has gotten to be as successful as she is. So definitely check this out if you want an opportunity to go through a program that can help build your career. Also, another thing is Live Health Smart Alabama. Mm-hmm. We have been a partner with this program since the spring, and they have been running these awesome fact sheets with recipes for about 6 months now, and it's every other week. This one is tuna or salmon salad on cucumbers. How good does that look? So amazing.
And I love, especially salmon.
This recipe and the fact sheet is live on our homepage. I even have it featured. And then they are an advertiser sponsor with us, and I love their ideas for food options. I have made several of them, and we've talked about maybe making some of these recipes with them. It's different things that we can do to share some of the I actually went and looked at all the analytics for the different things they shared with us, and we have seen quite a bit of you guys reading these. There's a good percentage of folks that have been reading and looking at their fact sheets, and we're going to keep doing this, we hope, through the rest of the year.
I am so dedicated. I'm so dedicated to the Black Belt News Network and to the Live Health Smart that I will volunteer to be a taste tester for these foods just to make sure they're as good as you say. I will volunteer. I will put myself out there on the line to taste those foods.
I know it's dangerous to do that.
Yeah, it is. That looks good, though.
As good as that looks. All right. I do want to announce, so Get Fit Selma's coming up. This is the 12th annual, and they're also a sponsor for us. And this is a health fest and Selma Street Olympics. I have been almost every year for the last 5 years, maybe. And it's so fun to get I had like the happy kid pictures, but also the adults are happy too. They get to do a race, and they like there's a lot of people like running in races. There's a 1K community fun run, but there's a 5K. It's a run walk that you can do. You can win $100. Yeah, you can participate and win something. So the community fun run starts at 8:20. Festivities begin at 8 a.m. Saturday, October 4th. And this is at McRae Learning Center. That's on Woodrow. They've got all that awesome land over there. They do a color run where they'll poof you with fun colors. And then there's health screenings, consultations, and health education. That's a wellness event from 9 to
They
noon.
do what with the fun colors?
They poof you with it.
They poof. I like that.
It's so fun. Yeah, some of the kids walk it just to get poofed. Live Health Smart Alabama, they do wellness events too, and I put them on the calendar. So they have one is the 23rd, the 24th of the wellness events they have coming up. So if you can't make those, October 4th, you can get a health screening. They find that a lot of people come in wanting to know what is their BMI, the body mass index, what is their cholesterol levels and blood pressure. So we have several options in the Black Belt on ways to find out what's going on with your health.
It's good stuff.
All right.
Tell you what I'm all about, losing weight, getting in shape.
Okay. So I always like to take this time to thank our sponsors.
Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Randall Miller Funeral Services. Give a thoughtful final gift to your family. Pre-plan your funeral. It helps your family by saving money, but also outlining what it is that you want so that they won't argue later and they can enjoy and celebrate your life. 334-874-9081. And we also send some prayers for recovery for Betty and Randall. They're both having some health issues, and we love you guys. Okay, and as I've mentioned earlier, we are a nonprofit. So we need donations from you guys. Let's have the community support. I went back through and looked at all the folks that are supporting us so far, and we do have quite a bit of people in the Black Belt that are donating to us, but there's a good large portion that donate from outside of the community because they want you guys to have access to free news regardless of your income level. And I want it to be a good balance. So I don't want to do a paywall. Our mission is to make this news free so that everyone has access to the information and the resources that they need to improve quality of life and to have a great community we want to live in.
Yes.
That was a lot of stuff today.
Yeah, it was a good one. We had a lot of stuff, and that's how it happens. Sometimes you have more, sometimes you have less, but this was a packed newscast this week.
We will see you guys next Friday.
Yes.
And we will continue on with our efforts online at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. So sign up for our newsletter, get that 3 o'clock, and just visit our site, follow us on Facebook, and we will see you guys next week.
Have a wonderful week and safe weekend.